Hello, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Julie.
Now we're going to do a how to play and playthrough of Rogue Dungeon, which is for 1 to 3 players. It takes about 30 to 60 minutes to play. It's for ages 12 and up. Although younger people, I think as young as 8, can play this with adult supervision.
Wow.
Because there's a lot of reading involved. So this is a dungeon crawl where Julie is going to play, and I'm going to run the game. She hasn't played this before. I have played it a couple times, but I want to see Julie's reaction to playing it as the game unfolds. So the object is to get through 5 dungeon levels and defeat the boss monster.
Ooh.
So let's talk about setup first, and then I'll talk about some of the rules, and then we'll start.
Okay.
First thing to do is I'm going to go through in order like this to make sure I don't miss anything.
Smart.
You can play a dungeon or tomb, and there's even a third option. So you see here these icons here. You got to go through the cards and either decide to play with dungeon cards or tomb cards. And if you have cards that don't have either of those symbols, you include them. So we're going to play the dungeon. So give an example here, what that looks like. That little icon there means that if you're going to play the dungeon version, you include this card. Let's see if there's a card that doesn't have anything. Well, these all have dungeons. Let me see if I can find one that doesn't. You know what? I think it might be like in a monster here.
Oh.
So you see how there's nothing here?
Yeah.
Okay. That means you'll include that as well, whether you're playing the tomb or the dungeon.
Ugh.
So what did I remove? I removed all these tomb cards right here. So that's how many there are that you're not playing with if you play the dungeon instead of the tomb.
Wow.
See the symbol? Now the symbols are a little similar. So you got to look carefully. And that also includes the dungeon cards here. It's kind of easy to tell because of the artwork. The tomb side is more of a polished stone. However, there's one card here where it's on both sides are dungeons. So I don't know if that's a mistake or not, or something special. But you'll see here on this card, it's very hard to tell, very hard to see that. And it's always in different locations. See how small that is?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you might even have to use your camera phone to zoom in. I've had to do that with the rule book.
Oh my gosh.
So that, see how small that is?
Yeah.
That's a tomb. But it's hard to see, but if you look at the artwork of the tomb, you can also use that. Okay, so that's the first thing. Decide which one you're going to play, and then there is a third option. You can play with a different board entirely,
Oh.
where you play a dungeon like that, where everything's laid out, and you don't play with the cards, which we may try or we may not. All right, so now we do the monster cards in boss setup. So you see we have cards here with a 1, and you shuffle up the 1s and you place it right here. These are the monsters we will encounter on level 1. There's level 2, level 3, 4, and 5.
Oh my God, that's a lot of monsters I have to kill.
Well, it's just a counter mix, and here's the boss monsters. You're only going to face one of these.
Oh boy.
So you have that sorted right here. You take 5 of these cards. You shuffle them up. Now that's a dungeon. It does look like a tomb, but it's a dungeon. And you take 5 randomly.
Oh, I thought I had to go through all those.
No,
That
no.
makes me feel better.
It wouldn't be enough monsters. Okay. Then you put your person here on the stairs, and you have other people you can choose from.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I'm going to put those off to the side.
All right.
And the object is to get through, again, all 5 dungeons and beat the boss. And you can score points. So if you keep on winning and you want to rate your successes, the number of treasure cards you collect, which will be stored here, and the number of henchmen you collect are worth points. So treasure cards are worth 2 and henchmen are worth 1, and so thus prestige. So you got to go from here to here, and then you'll go to the next dungeon.
Oh.
Now this is the loot deck, and this is shuffled up. See how thick this is here?
Gosh, yeah. It's
Okay.
a lot.
You have this specialty deck. You don't shuffle this. This is a deck where you will be told to find cards at times. So you don't draw randomly from this deck. All characters, for instance, will start with 3 camping gear. And if you're playing with 2 or 3 players, you can divide these up. And there is an FAQ, one thing I forgot to mention, that you may want to download. There's a key word missing from the camping gear. Discard during the rest phase, which I'll explain that phase. It doesn't say during the rest phase on the card. So there is an FAQ you may want to download that talks about interactions. So like here's the errata portion and there's clarifications here.
So we go camping?
In other words, you're going to rest to get health back.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The cursed loot deck goes here. When I've played the first 2 times, I never drew from that, so I don't know when those come up. You have the room cards here. You see you have these different symbols. They're sorted. And they mean different things, so let's go over that right now.
Okay. Hopefully I'll remember.
Well, it does matter because some are better than others. Okay, so you have the red oval. That's monster or combat. Ooh. And you might be like, oh, I want to avoid that. I want to avoid monsters. Well, you need experience and treasure. So the only way to get treasure, well, to get loot, I should say. Sometimes loot will be treasure and sometimes it will be items that you need.
Okay.
You need to go to the red rooms. Yellow room are traps and hazards, so you do want to avoid those. I don't think I remember anything good happening in that. White rectangle, trading and exchange. That's where you exchange loot cards for other loot cards. Or green is boon or beneficial, so you definitely want to go to those. Blue is a specific item requirement, so if you go there and you have a certain item, and you draw the right card, you can get things. The purple triangle is also good. You can find weapons and get combat bonuses. You see I had to tape the rule book because
oh no.
This is called saddle stitched, which is a fancy way for saying that it's stapled.
Oh.
And the staples aren't very strong. So anyways, you have those decks right there.
Okay.
Already done.
And you get to keep these things?
Well, you'll go through it, and you might have. I don't think it's likely to go through them all with 5 cards.
Okay.
Okay. The next thing then is this is called the battleground area. So when we draw monsters and rooms, they go into here, and then they'll be removed. Now you can draw a room card during the game that becomes a persistent room. So normally when you draw a card, you do what it says, and then it goes away. But you see, if it has a gem right here, that means it stays up.
Oh.
And you'll encounter it every time you go into that space. So if you leave it and then go back, so for instance, in this dungeon, if you want to go to that purple room, right? You'd have to go back into that yellow room because you got to go to the yellow room the first time, and then go to the purple area, and then come back and encounter it again. So persistent rooms will stay up in the battleground area there. So and then we have some of our counters here that will be used to track experience. When you do finish a room, you mark it that you've encountered it, so that way you don't encounter it again unless it's a persistent room, which means it will go over here.
Okay.
You have, like I said, this is where to keep track of experience here. This is this is a sleep token and then an ensnared token. Some monsters can trap you, make you fall asleep, or ensnare you. You can try to break out of it, but if you don't break out of it, you cannot defend, and you cannot damage, I should say. You cannot, that means the monsters will automatically damage you.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the dungeon setup. We're playing dungeon, we're not playing tomb. Now we go into setting up the character.
Oh, good, because I want to know what about this one.
So you have all these characters to choose from. And they all have different primary abilities. So when you look at this and decide, and it can be hard to see the fonts here at times. So this person here, the bard, their primary ability is agility. I'll explain why that's important in a minute. Here, the barbarian's primary ability is strength.
Oh.
Okay. And the machinist's primary ability is knowledge. And they all have different vitality, which is the yellow for their health. Notice the health matches vitality. You can never have more health than vitality.
Okay.
And this is luck, which you can spend to add 1 to a die roll, or subtract 1 from a die roll, or to re-roll all the dice. And this is how much damage you'll start doing with the weapons that you have. So Julie is going to be the ranger. So she has a strength of 2. And you keep track up here. It goes from 1, I'm having trouble seeing it there. 13 or 12?
11.
11. So it goes from 1 to 11. The reason why you want a high score on your primary ability, because this is what you will add when you do combat. So you're going to roll a 10-sided die, at least one, and add your primary ability. So the higher the amount, the more likely you are to hit the monster. So her strength is 2. Her agility, her primary ability, so it has a splat symbol, is a 3. Your knowledge is a 2. You have 3 vitality. Why is that? Oh, I must have did that by accident. 3 vitality. No, it's 5.
Is it 5?
Yeah. So you can see why I was getting messed up. The 5s and 3s can be difficult to see.
Oh, there you go. Now it looks, I can see it better.
From a distance, I thought it was a 3. I've made that mistake more than once. So
oh, gosh.
I just keep on thinking it's a 3 because of the font. Some of you may be like, well, I have no problem seeing it. Okay, that's good for you. But some people will have trouble seeing it.
I was struggling, but I didn't have my glasses on yet.
But you can see right here the 3 for the luck. You see how it's a white 3 though. But that's because it's just a different, didn't want it to get lost. All right, so it starts on 5.
Okay.
And you have 5 health, which we keep track here.
All right.
And you have 1
Fist.
fist. That means you do 1 damage in combat. Okay? Now you also get a deck of 7 cards. Unless you're the monk, you get less cards. And so you turn, and like I said, you already get 3 camping cards, camping gear. And I'll explain now how you use these. You can use these to get 1 die 6 plus 1 health, and every character in the party. So if you were playing with 2 or 3 characters, would get the same. So every character would get 3 plus 1, 4. If you use it on the stairs or the exit, you don't have to worry about wandering monsters. Let's say you had a really bad time in this red room here, and you needed to heal. If you roll equal to or less than the dungeon level, you get a wandering monster. I think it's equal to. So that's one of those rules that you got to look up when you're resting. I'll look for that in a moment.
Are there zeros on there?
No. So what that means, you would draw a wandering monster and you get attacked.
Oh.
If you do it anywhere except the stairs and the exit, I'll look up here in a minute if it's equal to or it's just less.
Okay.
All right, so those are there. So let's take a look at the 7 cards that Julie starts with. And here's the other character cards that we don't need to play with.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So the first thing is her weapon. She only has 1 of these. And it's a bow. And if she spends a luck, she can do and inflict an additional damage before rolling the combat dice. I mean, she can kill the monster before she does combat. If she decides to use this ability after the combat dice is rolled, that means she could possibly get hit. So if she's going to use this, she should use this before she rolls. So that's a distinction there, that once you start rolling combat dice, you can still use the item, but the monster can hit you then. So if you can use this before you roll the dice.
Okay.
Now, she only has 1 of these. Now, why is that important? If she gets more weapons that are in her primary ability, she can do more damage. So if she gets a second weapon, she can do 2 damage. Right now she's only doing 1 damage because she only has 1 weapon. And if she gets a third weapon, she can only do 2 damage because you only do as much damage as your lowest ability.
Oh.
So your 2 strength and 2 knowledge, you would have to get this up to a 3 in both of them and have 3 weapons to do 3 damage. So you would have to find 2 more weapons that have agility and get those stats up. So let's take a look at your other items.
How do you get those to
By
move
expending
up?
experience, which I'll explain. So that's a good
Okay.
question. Okay. You have a luck scroll.
Oh, that's
Discard
cool.
to pass any ability check, even after the die roll. So you're going to be rolling 10-sided dice, and you got to roll under your ability. So if it's an agility check, and if your agility is a 3, you got to roll underneath a 3,
Okay.
equal to or under. I know it's equal to or under in that case. 1s always succeed. So if she rolls a 1, she always will succeed on an ability check. However, if she rolls a 10, she will fail. However, she could spend luck to re-roll the die or to decrease it by 1. Or to add 1. It doesn't flip around, though. It doesn't go from 10 to 1.
Oh.
You know how some games do that? It wraps around. It doesn't do that in this game.
Okay.
Okay. So the next thing that she can use is her torch. This is where if she goes to a particular room, or she can discard it to kill a mummy. So you should have to find a card where the torch is useful. There are some cards where that happens. Here, if she takes a lot of damage, she can discard this to avoid taking that damage.
Oh.
Okay. So those are the 3 items she starts with, and she also has some abilities. So you just put these right here. And
Okay.
There's spots for other things here, but I just want to put it like that. All right, her abilities. She starts out with a speak to animals. Notice that she needs at least 3 agility. She starts with 3. And she can get it back if she spends 5 experience. So she could use this one time, and then if she spends 5 experience, get it back. And if she discards it, she can charm those creatures and add it, and they become henchmen. And if that happens, they will say, find the wolf in this deck. In the specialty deck, there's a wolf in here. That's a henchman. She'd find it and she'd add it right there.
That means he's a helper.
Right.
Okay.
So you might encounter the wolf as a monster, but if you charm the wolf becomes your henchman.
Okay.
So that's the first ability that you have. However, if you get your agility up to 7, you can, let me go in order here. The 5 is next. So next one is, if you get your agility up to 5, you can do a double shot. That means that if you inflict damage, that means you hit.
Oh.
You do twice the amount of damage. Right now you do 1 damage. That means you do 1 plus 1 damage. But let's say you had 2 damage, you do 2 plus 2. In other words, you do the double amount of damage, your base damage. And then the last one here, you put 3 charge tokens on here, and you can discard a charge token on here to avoid a monster from doing its specialty damage. So let's say, for instance, on this 5 here, this is a level 5 monster. If a 5 is rolled, a 6 or a 7, when you attack, they get that ability. So say you roll a 5, they'll get its regeneration ability. You can prevent that by using your charge tokens.
How do you get those charge tokens?
Well, you cast a spell.
Ah.
You just cast ability. So once you get 7 agility, you can use that item. Right now, though, we don't have to worry about it because you only have 3 agility. Now, how do you get your abilities up? You spend the amount of experience as to the next one. So right now you're at 2, right? It costs 2 experience points. It's hard to see right here. It costs 2 experience points to get it to a 3. To get your 3 agility to a 4, is that a 3? I'm having trouble seeing it in the
3
light.
XP.
Yeah. So it's dark here. Even though we have a lot of light in here, it's because you just got to deal with the fact that some of this graphic design here, either the fonts are too small, or the way they're done, or they're right here. It's kind of hard to see when you have dark text on a dark background.
That's why I put the glasses on.
Right. So just keep in mind that if you want to move these up, you got to spend experience. How do you get experience again? When you kill a monster,
Yeah.
you kill a level 1 monster, you get 1 experience point. And you get a loot.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
The only exception is if you kill a level 5 monster, you get 2 loot because they're more difficult. So that's how you get experience. And there'll be other ways to get experience as well. So you start here.
Okay.
So those are all of our things. Let me just look up rest here real quick, and then I'll explain a couple of things. Camping. If the roll is less than the dungeon level, so it's not equal to. So you're not going to get a wandering monster on level 1.
Okay.
So you can rest anywhere you want on level 1
thank
because you
goodness.
can't get less than a 1. When you get to level 2 monsters, that means we'll be on the next card. If you roll a 1,
Then you'd get the
you
monster.
get a wandering monster if you camp, if you rest anywhere but on the stairs and the exit. So let's take a look at the turn sequence. So the turn sequence is you're going to explore. You're going to move your character.
Okay.
You're going to have to go to that hazard. There's no way around it.
I was going to ask you,
Right.
you roll the dice and you can
Not
count?
even roll. You just move there.
Okay. Okay.
So you're going to have to go to the hazard. You're going to have to decide, do I go this way or this way?
Yeah.
So then you're going to get a monster. So no matter what, you're going to get a hazard and a monster. And if you want to get the purple, remember the purple is weapons or combat bonus. That's a good place to go.
Okay.
This is trading exchange where you can trade loot. That means you can trade the cards you even have. You might end up trading one of these camping gear cards or to get something better. The blue is a specific item requirement. It could be good if you have the card you need. Here's the one you really want to go to, the boon or beneficial. You want to get to that spot.
So in other words, I should go like that.
You can.
Okay.
And then here's the exit. Okay?
Okay.
So the exploration is just moving and then drawing cards. And then we do the resolution phase. That means we resolve any combat or what happens with the card. And then you have the opportunity to rest if you want to spend your camping card. Okay?
Now I have a question. You know how there's yellow, red, yellow. Do you have to fight each thing, or
You have
does
to
it
encounter
cover
each one.
Oh,
You cannot
okay.
skip.
Well, I thought like if I did the yellow, then all the yellows would be covered, and I wouldn't have to deal with them anymore.
Well, that's true. If you encounter it and it's not a persistent, then you can go back and not have to encounter the same space again.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So spending experience points. Remember I said you can spend it to move up your abilities? Mm-hmm. You could also spend, hang on, where am I at here? Experience points. You can spend 5 experience points to go up a vitality, which means you go up a health as well. You can spend 5 experience points to get a luck token. Remember, you can spend it to change the die to a +1 or -1.
Right.
You could also re-roll the dice
Oh.
by spending a luck, and you start out with 3 luck.
3.
And then, of course, I already explained that you can gain your abilities.
Seems
Now-
like a lot of experience just to get one thing.
You'll get more the more monsters you defeat.
All right.
Now, one thing we got to decide right here is how difficult we want to make the game.
Oh, easy, easy.
So beginner is you roll 3 die 10. So every time you attack and do an ability check, you'll roll 3 dice.
Nice.
If you want to make it intermediate, you roll 2, expert 1. So I think you'll do the 3,
Oh, yeah.
which means that, let's say she has to do an ability check and she has to get less than a 3 on agility. You roll the 3 dice. Well, you did. 1 always succeeds. So it increases your odds to be successful.
Okay.
Let's say, though, you rolled really poopy.
Yeah.
You can spend a luck and reroll all of them and try again. And so there you did pass that check. So ability checks, you have to roll less than or equal. 1s are good, 10s are bad. On combat,
But there's a 10 there, so that's bad.
you pick which die you want to use.
Ah.
Okay. In combat, you want to roll high, and you add your primary ability. So this is where you got to get into your head. It took me a little while. So when you're attacking, you want to roll high. 10s always succeed, 1s always lose.
Okay.
So 10 plus 3, I would take the high die, 13, and you'll see when we attack monsters, you want to overcome their defense. And there's 3 possible outcomes in combat. You either roll higher than them and you inflict the damage. They roll higher than you. You don't roll high enough, I should say, and they inflict damage on you. Or you tie and you both inflict damage on each other.
Okay.
Okay? And last thing is, when we flip up a monster, there'll be weakness icons. If you happen to have these loot cards, it will say on the card what will happen to them if you have it. In other words, you can defeat them if you have the right loot cards. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's get going.
All right. Well, I guess I go to this yellow.
Right. So you move there. Mm-hmm. So let's flip up the room.
Okay.
The room goes here. So you flip it up. Poison gas.
Oh,
and it's
gosh.
persistent, which means it's going to stay up here,
I'm not going back that way.
and you're not going to go back that way. So
No.
let's take a look at what poison does.
Shoot.
Okay, the room begins to fill with poisonous gas. Make a vitality -2 check. That means if your vitality is 5, you got to roll a 3 or less. Fail, lose health equal to the dungeon level. So you're only going to lose 1 health if you fail. If you pass, you get 2 experience points once per game. So even though it's persistent, you can't keep on going back and forth, surviving the poison gas and getting tons of experience, okay? So it goes here because it's persistent.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing easy. You roll 3 dice. And you got to get a 3 or less because it's a -2 check.
I had a 2 and a 3.
Yeah, so you passed. So you get 2 experience. So we're going to put that here. And we just got to remember that yellow spot is poison gas.
Okay.
So if you really want to, you need 3 experience points to move up your agility, because that might be worth doing sooner than later.
All right.
You don't need to move your strength and knowledge up, which you could, it might help you with an ability check, but you may want to save it to move up your bite because you're going to need a high agility to go attack monsters.
Well, don't I add those to make that go up?
You need 3.
3.
Yes,
Okay.
so you need 1 more experience point to do that.
All
okay,
right.
where you want to go? You can go this way or that way. Okay, red. So now we flip up this room. It is a golem with ruby eyes.
Ooh.
Now this is a special monster. Okay. I'm going to zoom down a little bit more.
Okay, honey.
We don't need to see the board. I really want to see the card more.
I agree.
So that's better.
Yeah.
Don't have to strain to see it. Because we're only going to be doing 1 card at a time typically.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you see it has 6 health,
Yeah.
12 attack.
Ugh.
That means that's what you have to overcome.
Oh, gosh.
So you're going to be rolling, because you have 3 agility, you'd be
Yeah.
rolling 10 sided dice. You basically got to get a 10.
Oh, gosh.
And then it does 3 damage. Now its weakness there is a transmute rock to mud scroll. Now how do I know that? And I looked at the little chart here, see? Transmute rock, which you don't have. So, you find a golem with ruby eyes. You may leave it alone or fight the golem. If you defeat the golem, draw 2 loot cards instead of 1 during the loot phase. So you don't have to fight it. I would suggest that you don't.
I'm not going to.
Because in order to defeat it, you only have a 3 agility.
Yeah.
Let me move it to right here. You'd have to roll a 9 to match. And it would still hit you and you take 3 damage.
I die. Oh, no, I have 5.
You have 5. You'd have to have a 10 to do you'd have to roll a 10 to do damage and it not damage you. And even then you only do 1 damage. And it has 6 health.
Yeah.
You'd have to do that 6 times.
I think I'll pass.
Yes, I agree. Now you can evade. So I didn't explain that, how evade works. Evade works, I have it written down here. You have to roll equal to or less than the monster's, well, you have to roll greater than the monster's level. It's a level 1 monster. If you roll equal to it though, or less, you fail. So if you roll a 1, you wouldn't be able to evade it. But if, because you're on level 1. But if you rolled a 2 through 6, which is a good chance you would, you could evade it.
Right.
Let's say it's a level 4 monster, okay? And you rolled a 2. It's less than its level, it means you failed. You take the difference, and that's its plus on attack.
Oh, gosh.
So if you fail and evade, the difference in its level and what you rolled, it gets that much plus.
Dang.
So you can't evade.
I just want to run away.
Right. So here, well, you're going to run away because it allows you to. But if you were to evade it and you rolled a 1, it would still attack you. But at least you wouldn't get any bonuses because 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay. All right, so that guy's gone.
Okay, I'm going to go to...
So it doesn't have a persistent. It doesn't have that
good.
that gem there, which means that you've encountered it
Oh, thank goodness.
and it's gone.
Okay, I'm going to do this yellow. I
All
have
right,
to.
so another hazard. So here we go. I'm Maze. I think this one has a clarification.
Okay.
Let me make sure. Yes. So you're going to make an intellect check. You must repeat this card until you pass. So it's not necessarily bad. You keep on making intellect checks until you pass. That's why there's some clarification on it. So let's see here. One hero must make an intellect check. You must repeat this card until you pass. Pass if you discard a loaf of bread, which you don't have. So you have to get a 3 or a 2 or less. So your intellect is a 2. Based on what you roll, if you fail, you check that chart. So go ahead and roll. You got to get a 2 or less. At least you're rolling 3 dice.
I didn't
So you failed big time. Now you could spend a luck to re-roll all the dice. You can decide if you can take the 7, 8, or 10. Now why am I saying decide which one to take? Because a 7, nothing happens. A 10, all heroes take damage equal to the failed die roll. Wow. Plus dungeon level.
I'll do
-9.
7.
Well, let me show you. If you were to take the 10, failed die roll, which say you took the 8, plus dungeon level 9, minus 9, you would take 0 damage. Okay? If you pass, you're going to get 2 experience points, which is nice. So you take a 7, nothing happens. So now, and this is a persistent room, by the way. This is going to stay up. Roll again. You want to get a 1 or a 2. Okay, you failed again. So we look. Nothing happens because you can take the 6. So roll again.
I got a 1.
You passed. So you pass. So this card doesn't do much on level 1. This card would do more on later levels because if you roll that 8, 9, or 10, or if you were playing a harder level where you only have 1 die or 2 dice, the maze can be more dangerous. So you do pass, and you get 2 experience. So now you have 4 experience.
Woohoo! Go me.
And this is persistent, which means we got to remember now that that's there. Now, do you want to spend your 3 experience to go up 1 agility? Because you're going to be fighting a monster. Okay, so you spend that 4. You have 1 left. Because it says here it costs, what, 3 to go to 4?
3 to, yeah.
Okay, so there you go.
Woohoo!
So now you get +4 to your die rolls when you go into combat.
Nice.
Okay, you got to go. You can go to that purple. Well, if you do, you're going to go to the maze again, but it's not bad because I'd say go to the purple. Okay, so you go to the purple. You will have to face the maze again, but you'll be able to get out of it.
Okay, yeah, I think
it's not
so.
bad.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go.
Oh,
Prison
geez.
cell. Yeah, let's see what this does.
This is like really bad stuff.
Sometimes. Well, you've been getting experience.
That's true.
Okay. A humble prisoner agrees to join you if you manage to free him. Make a strength check. Pass if you discard a lock, pick, or skeleton key, which you don't have. Pass. Take a cell sword from the specialty deck. Now you want to pass this.
Okay.
A cell sword is going to give you +1 on all your combat.
All right, I'll pass.
Well, you got to roll, honey.
Oh.
What's your strength? A 2.
A 2.
You're going to get a 1 or a 2. So let's see if you pass.
I didn't pass.
All right. You want to spend a luck and re-roll?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
I got a 2.
So you passed. That was worth spending your luck because you want this.
A cell sword?
Yes. So notice I'm looking in the specialty deck. Right here. He's a henchman.
Oh.
In other words, he's a mercenary.
Oh,
So
okay.
let's see what he does.
All right.
Okay, gain +1 hero HAV attack value. Yeah, +1 hero attack value in combat. And so you can discard him, though, to block any damage. You might be like, I'm never going to discard him. Well, you might have to do that when you face the boss.
Okay.
Because the boss might do like 6 damage to you, and if you take the damage, you die. So would you rather die or lose your cell sword? You might lose your cell sword.
So I get to keep him the whole time I'm doing this? Okay.
Right, so there you go.
All right, now I'm going to go back.
Now we got to mark that you went into that room.
Okay.
You got to do the maze again.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll. You got to pass 1 or 2. Okay, now you're going to go to this red room.
Do I get the experience again?
No, you can only get it once because it says it on the card.
Oh.
See, it says once per game.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to point out, you put what dungeon you're on, this marker here.
Oh, okay.
We're on level 1.
Yep.
I forgot to mention that. All right, so now you went to a room
Oh, boy.
here with a monster. An encounter.
Ooh.
Now, some of these encounter cards can be just draw 1 monster. That's most of them. Sometimes it can be draw 2. Sometimes it can be draw 3.
Oh, my gosh.
So you can get really unlucky. In this case, drawing 1 is about right.
All right.
That's what you're typically going to see. So here we go. We have a giant wasp.
Oh, gosh.
So let's see what its attack value is. All right, so it has 1 health. That's nice. It has 8 attacks. So that's what you have to overcome, and it does 1 damage. So you're only going to get 1 experience point for it. So you get as much experience points as its number right here.
Okay.
Let me see if are there any level 1 monsters that are more than 1. Let me see.
All says 1.
Yeah. So it's basically equal to the level. That's why I said that. There might be something different in level 2, 3, 4.
And I take it I don't get to run away from it either, right?
You could evade it if you really want to, but there's no reason to. You can defeat this.
Okay.
Because you got to get an 8 or higher. You got a 4.
Yeah.
Agility now. Plus him, that's 5. So you get plus 5.
Oh,
And
okay.
you're rolling 3 dice. So you can defeat it, not a problem.
I got a 9.
Yeah, so you take the highest value. This is why taking 3 dice is really easy. So 9 plus your 5 is 14. You overcome it, it's 8. You do 1 damage because you
Okay.
only have 1 item.
Yeah.
If you remember, if you had 2 of these items, you could be doing 2 damage.
Oh,
So it's dead.
yes.
You get 1 experience point.
Woo.
Okay. You got a 2.
Okay.
And you get 1 loot card. So here we go.
All right.
It's a silver
Coffer? It says a treasure chest.
Yes. Counts as 2 loot cards for trading. Now, this is good because you're gonna when you start trading, you'll be able to get more value for this.
Ah, okay.
Okay. If you have this to the end of the game, this gives you more prestige if you keep it. All right, you are done with that room. Now you can go to that blue room here.
What is the blue room?
The blue room. That's a good thing. If I remember. Boon or beneficial. And the good thing about that is you can go there and then come back. That red room won't happen again.
Oh, okay. I'll do that then.
Okay, here we go.
I was afraid to go there.
So I'm taking the card that matches.
All right. What do I get?
$1 million.
Woo!
Treasure room. You find a room filled with treasure.
Yes.
Our heroes draw 2 loot cards. So go ahead and draw.
I got gauntlets of strength and rope.
Yeah, let me show it on camera. So this is nice. The rope. There are some cards where you're going to need the rope.
Oh,
That's a good item to have. And the gauntlets,
oh, they're like little gloves.
yes, immediately gain 1 strength, strictly once per game. Discard to reduce damage taken by 1 health. So you can discard it.
Okay.
You'll still keep your strength. So you get that there. You go up 1 strength. So now you're at 3.
Oh, very nice.
And now you have a rope and a torch, which is really good, by the way. That's good that you have both of those because
Okay,
you're gonna come
good.
across rooms where you can use those.
Oh, good, good.
So that room is done.
And then I'm just going to skip to the yellow.
Okay, so you got that done. You can go over the red, but now you got a new yellow room.
I know.
If you went this way, you would encounter the maze again.
I don't wanna
and
do
if you went
that.
that way, you'd encounter the poison gas. Now you could wrap around that way.
I
if you
don't want to.
Well, we'll see. Here goes red. Encounter. Draw 1 monster and resolve combat. Okay.
Right.
It's only level 1.
I know.
You're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a wolf. Oh,
Oh,
go.
puppy.
Do you remember what you can do?
I can speak to animals.
Yes. So you're going to be able to acquire this wolf. Now the wolf has some weaknesses. You're going to charm it, okay? But the point is, it's a health 2, 7 strength, and it does 1 damage. It has 3 weaknesses there. I just want to go over it real quick. It's hard to tell. What's what? Wolf's Bane. That's what that first box here. I'm looking at this chart here on page 5. Okay. It has a meaty rib. It means you can defeat it if you have the meaty rib. And it has a speak to animal scroll, which means you can charm it if you have the scroll. But because you have the ability right here,
But I don't have 5 of the sword things.
you don't need 5 experience. It means you use it once.
Okay.
Okay. So you've used it. I'll just put it up here.
All right.
If you get 5 more experience, you can get it back.
Oh, okay.
So now that you've charmed it,
Yes.
this wolf becomes your henchman and becomes your friend.
Oh, nice.
So now you can get +1 more combat.
Oh, hot dog.
So we go
I love dogs.
charmed dire wolf. Is it dire wolf or wolf?
The thing just said wolf.
Yeah, let me make sure. Charmed wolf.
I
Dire
didn't know
wolf.
there was a difference.
Well, the dire wolf are bigger.
Oh, okay.
Or more deadly. So let's read it, what it does.
All right. Oh, I'm excited.
Okay. So it has 4 agility. Agility is at least 4 for ability checks. So in other words, If you still had your 3 agility, you could use the wolf instead.
But then I'd have to let him go, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just that he's a 4 for agility checks, but you have a 4 now, so that's not going to help you anymore.
Yeah.
However, you can discard him to block any damage.
Okay.
So if you're about ready to die from an attack, the wolf will protect you.
Can I could do both those guys too if I had to, right?
Yes, because there'll be boss monsters that will do 2 attacks.
Okay.
There can be. So you have 2 henchmen.
Okay.
All right. So now you've finished that hazard.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Did I draw the wrong card?
Well, I don't know.
I think I did.
Oh.
Okay. Well, we'll just say that you're going to go to that red room and that's what you'll get. Okay. I screwed up. People are like, I was supposed to draw a yellow room there.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I'll take it back and I'll do it the right way.
Well, here. First, you're going to get a bat swarm first, okay?
Okay.
I don't know why I drew a red room. I screwed up.
That's okay.
There's another red room you can go to because I was going to suggest that you go to all the rooms on this level.
Okay.
Okay, you are swarmed by a horde of bats. Pass only if you discard a torch. Fail, take damage to the dungeon level. Now, how do you pass? Oh, I see. So if you discard the torch, honey, you can pass and get 3 experience points. You want to do that?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. So you got rid of your torch. Remember I told you the torch can come in the hand? So you get rid of it. You get 3 experience.
It doesn't go back in there to get it again?
No, it's not persistent. You go here.
Okay.
Okay.
Now
Do you want to spend 5 to go up to... How much do you need? 5 to go up to a 5. I would do it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. You want to get your primary ability up.
Okay.
Now
I go to the blue room.
You go to the blue. Dark room.
Ooh.
I think that's where you needed the torch.
Probably.
Okay. You wander into what seems like an endless dark room with shelves and piles of debris. Any hero may discard a torch or light scroll to draw 2 loot cards. So unfortunately, the bats came first.
Oh, darn.
So you could have gotten something if it would have done it in a different order.
Well, that's okay. That's the way it goes.
All right, so that room. Where's Oh, I kept them. I haven't punched all these out yet.
Oh.
So there you go. Now you get your wolf.
Okay.
Okay. What kind of room is that white one?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
Maybe it's diamonds.
So now you got your wolf, okay? Mm-hmm. That was my fault.
That's okay, honey.
Trading and exchange. So it's worth going here because you're going to be able to draw loot cards and you can trade things.
All right.
So you want to go there?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Our first trade room.
Okay.
It is a sacred temple. You may discard a loot card and roll a die 6. If the treasure is discarded, add +2 to this roll. So if you roll high, look how many loot cards you can get.
Yeah.
Do you want to discard that treasure so you can...
Yeah, the silver coffer.
Yeah, you want to do it?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So you're going to add +2, so you discard it. Mm-hmm. You want to roll high. No, you rolled the die 6.
Got a
4
4.
plus 2 is 6. And guess what?
What?
That's the best you can get.
Woo!
You draw 3 and keep 2.
1, 2, 3.
You just put them down so we can see them, sweetie. All right, so another luck scroll.
I don't need that.
A flail, you want that. Because now you're going to have 2 items and you can do 2 damage.
Okay.
Let's see what the flail does. So for sure you want this.
Yeah.
Discard to apply -1 monster attack value for 1 combat round or increase the combat roll by +1. So let's say you're fighting the boss monster at the end, you really want to make sure you hit, you can discard it.
Okay.
Okay, but for now, guess what?
What?
Because you have 2 of these, you'll decide which other one you keep here in a minute. Now you're going to be doing 2 damage.
Oh, hot dog.
So that's important.
Yeah.
Because every time you hit a monster, you do 2 damage.
All right, I like that.
Instead of 1. And why are you doing 2 damage? Because your lowest ability score is a 2. If you find a third item, you're still only going to do 2 damage. You'd have to raise up your knowledge to your intellect to a 3 to be able to do 3 damage.
And how do I do that one again?
Or you just have to spend experience. It costs 2 experience points to get it to a 3. Okay, so you either do another luck scroll or potion of vitality. Discard to gain 1 vitality, and that means you'll go up another health. You'll have 6 health.
Okay.
So you want this?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not going to take the luck. You're going to take this, but
Yeah.
you're going to use it right away. You go up to 6, and you get another health. There you go. And
I'm
now,
so confused because this is red and that's red, but that's not health.
that's a good point. Yeah, graphically it should have been something
So
different.
this is my health now. The yellow.
Your health matches your vitality.
Okay.
Your health can never go beyond your vitality.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So now you've explored every room in here,
Yep.
and now you go to the exit.
Yep.
You could camp, but you don't have any damage. And you could rest, in other words. So you're going to go on to the next level. Oops. This goes away. You're going to be going to level 2.
Oh, okay.
The persistent rooms go away. The level 1 monsters go away.
Oh boy.
We're going to have level 2 now. Which means it'll be slightly tougher. But you're doing good, though.
Okay.
Because you're doing 2 damage now. You got your primary ability is a 5, so you have +5. You have 2 henchmen.
Yeah.
You haven't had to use any camping yet to heal.
But I lost one of the purple things.
Yeah, you lost one of your luck, but you can get more luck by spending 5 experience.
Okay.
So, all right.
Now we go down to 2 on this track.
Yes, you go down to 2.
And now I roll all the...
Well, we're going to have to decide which way you go here in just a minute.
Okay.
So you ready to go into level 2?
Yes.
So we have our level 2 monsters.
Okay.
Now, to remind you again of which room is which, the green room there
Yeah, I get confused.
is boon or beneficial.
Okay.
So that's probably you want to go there.
Yeah.
And the blue is specific item requirement. You might be able to use your rope, but you got to go that way anyway. I would go to the,
Oh, yeah, I have no choice. So maybe I go there and then scoot across.
That's what I would do.
Okay. So I'll go down here to here.
Okay, let me just fix this just a little bit.
Oh, sure, I probably hit it.
No, that's me too. If you guys watch our videos, the boards tend to move for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay, so move this. You don't have any, you've spent all your experience. So, and you could have camped over there and healed, but you're not damaged.
I haven't lost anything yet.
Okay. Mystical fountain.
Ooh.
Let's see what that involves.
Okay.
Okay, you drink from a mystical fountain. If your health equals your vitality, gain 1 vitality. Otherwise, gain D6 plus 1 health. Wow, because you have not gotten hit yet.
Yeah.
You go up your vitality. That's the yellow one.
All right.
And then we're going to make this a 4 plus 1 is 5. Because now you have... Oh, wait, you did take a damage. Did I?
No, you took all my stuff away. I was at 6 and now I'm at 7.
Okay. I didn't do the math right. I was only supposed to take 4 away to make it a 5.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Because this is always supposed to match the yellow, right?
Yeah, well, you haven't been hit yet, so
No.
so it does match. Okay, so that was a good one.
Yeah. Where did it go? I don't get to keep it?
No, it's not a persistent room.
Okay.
Okay, now you got to go to the blue
Let's
room.
go to the blue room.
Okay, so here we go.
All right. Nervous.
Wounded dwarf. Oh, I bet you'll be able to make friends with him.
He's my size.
You get another henchman. Okay, one hero may discard garlic, loaf of bread, hunk of cheese, meaty rib, pint of ale, healing potion, or healing scroll to take dwarf from the specialty deck.
Oh, I don't have any of that.
So unfortunately, you don't have any of those things. So that's what happens with these types of rooms. If you don't have the item, you're not going to get anything. And it's not persistent.
Darn.
So you would have gotten a henchman.
Yeah.
Let's see what he would have done just for the sake of... I think I got this once when I played. The dwarf. if you would have had the right item.
Yeah.
Strength is at least 5. Well, that would have been good because your strength's only 3 right now.
Yeah.
And discard a block damage. So he can help you block damage one time, especially when you're going against.
Well, is there a chance to get him back again or no?
Nope, that's it.
Oh, that's it.
You missed him.
Oh, darn.
He died.
I'm sorry.
You weren't able to heal him, and he breathed his last breath to you.
All right, stop it. I go to the yellow.
Okay, yellow, as you know, are traps.
I know.
Narrow ledge, and it's a persistent.
No. Well, I'm not going back there, so that's okay.
Well, maybe you might want to.
I don't want
to. Make an agility check to cross the narrow ledge. Pass if you have a rope, or you have a rope, so you can.
Yay.
And so you will pass and get 2 experience points once per game. So the good thing is you can go back and forth over this because you have the rope. So as long
Don't
as
I have to turn it in?
No, it just says if you have the rope.
Oh, okay. Well,
if you have a rope or discard a flying carpet, it doesn't say you have to discard the rope. Okay? And so you can go back and forth and you don't have to worry about that one. So you can go to this red room here.
But those are monsters, aren't they?
Yes. You can go to this white, which is trading and exchange. You could trade things. But you may want to get more stuff first. But look here. To get to the exit.
I know I have to go over like that.
You have to go to a trap.
I know.
And a trap. And then you can go red and purple. Purple is a weapon or combat bonus. So you probably want to get to that.
So I'll go like this.
Well, you could go to the white.
Do I have to hit that?
Well, it's a trading and exchange.
But I have nothing to trade. I guess I want to keep what I have. So then I'll cruise.
Well, let's put it this way. It's worth doing it. Just go there. Because if you can get another green item, you could trade one of your camping gears.
All right.
You haven't used them yet. So if it's something like really good,
yeah,
you can trade it. And remember, you can't trade skills.
Okay.
Now, one thing I didn't mention early on, at some point you may face 2 or 3 monsters.
Oh.
And when you do, every monster that's in the room, you get to decide who you want to attack, but that monster you're fighting gets +1 on their value for every other monster in the room with them.
Oh, brother.
So that's the problem when you fight multiple monsters. Okay, so here's the trading room. It's a wise man. Okay, as an old wise man offers to join you for a fee. Any hero may discard 2 loot cards or 1 treasure to take the wise man from the specialty deck. Well, let's see what he will.
What does he do? I mean, he may
Let's find out.
May not be worth anything.
I mean, I guess you could say you don't know until he joins, but we're not going to play that. Because if you played it before, you would know. Okay, well, your intellect becomes 5, and he's able to block damage. So, you could get rid of your gauntlets. You could, if you discard it, you reduce 1 damage. You've already gotten the benefit from it. You don't lose it.
All right.
Okay, well, let me make sure you don't lose it. Gauntlet of Strength. Is there anything in the FAQ that you lose your strength if you get rid of it? I don't think so. Because if you use it to block damage, would you go down in strength?
Right.
But it doesn't say that. Discard to reduce damage taken by health. And it doesn't say lose your strength. So you could get rid of this and this to get the wise man.
All right. If you think that's best.
Well, you would have 5 strength for checks. It's up to you. What do you want to do? You want to do it or not?
Let me see what it says, please.
Okay.
Your hand's in the way.
Yeah, I know.
It says the intellect, not my strength.
Oh, intellect. I'm sorry, intellect. Your intellect's a 2 right now.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay, so you're going to do it. And what happened to my... Oh, you found it? Thank you.
Okay, and I'll go down here and go to the yellow.
So as far as we know, getting rid of that gauntlet does not make your strength go down, because it doesn't say it does. And it's not in the FAQ.
I need the yellow.
All right, here you go. Another trap. Trowbridge. So this is somebody you may fight. So he gets regeneration on 5 or 6. His health is 6, but you do 2 damage. That's not bad. You can defeat him. His attack is 12, and his damage he does to you is 3. A troll demands a toll to cross. One hero must discard a loot card, or you must fight the troll. So let's see if you do fight him. You have a 5 in your agility.
Mm-hmm.
You get to roll 3 dice. And so
I'll do it.
you would have to get 8s or higher.
Oh.
That's the problem. And if he hits you, he's going to do 3 damage. But if you defeat him, you'll get 4 loot. And no, sorry, you'll get 1 loot and 4 experience points.
I'll try it.
All right, so you're going to fight him. Okay, 10 automatic hit. So we did. Now I could put 6 health on there, and then remove health. But we're going to put the health on there to keep track of how much damage he's taken.
Oh, I have to
until
roll
it gets
again?
to 6. Yeah, you fight again.
I only hit him for 2?
Yeah. Now why is it 2 damage?
I don't know.
Because you have 2 weapons,
Okay.
and your lowest ability is at least a 2.
Oh.
If your intellect was a 1, you would only done 1 damage. So if you find a 3rd weapon, you're going to have to get your intellect. Well, actually, with the wise man, it's for ability checks. So for damage, you would have to spend experience points to get your intellect to a 3 if you find another weapon. Another 10. So now you know why this is the easy setting when you can roll 3 dice. So he has 2 health left. And a 9 and an 8. So you take the highest one. 9 plus 5 is 14. You overcame. Now, if you did tie him, you both would have been hit for 3. I mean, he would hit you for 3, and you would hit him for 2.
Oh.
So you did defeat him. You get 4 experience. Now you can save that. What does it cost to get your next agility?
8.
8. So you may want to save it. You get 4 experience because he is a level 4. Okay. And you get 1 loot. Okay, so go ahead and draw.
Flying carpet.
Oh, so that's what you could have used for the ledge. Now you might find another room where you can use this. No, let me put it here. That's why I have it here. Discard to pass, acid pool, concealed pit, lake of fire, gelatinous cube, narrow ledge, pit of spikes, and secret alcove. So there's like 4 other things you can encounter. So it's kind of nice that you have it.
Yeah.
And if you want, you can also trade it away when there's an exchange at some point.
I was thinking, shouldn't I use that experience or that stuff to? This only takes 2 XP. Shouldn't I move that purple up?
You could, but remember your wise man gives you a 5 in ability checks.
All right.
I'd only move it up when you find another weapon.
All right.
So we got to put the thing on there. And you got to go to another trap room. Right there. Yeah.
It's a trap?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here you go, crushing wall.
Oh, jeez Louise.
One hero must make a strength check. Pass if you discard a transmute rock to mud scroll, which you don't have. This is a persistent room. Our heroes take damage equal to the dungeon level, so you'll take 2 damage because it's the 2nd level. If you pass, you get 2 experience points once. Did I give you your experience points for passing the...
Yeah, it's right here.
No. For the ledge?
No, I don't know. You just gave me that for the thing I just did.
Oh, the ledge. I forgot to give you 2 experience points for the ledge.
Oh.
So you actually have 6.
Okay.
So even with me helping run the game, I forget things. So it's a lot of little details to remember. You got to take care of them right away. So what happened to that room? Oh, it's right here. So it's persistent. If you had the dwarf, you would have had a 5.
Well, I don't
Now
know.
you can move up your strength if you want to give yourself a better ability check.
Yeah, I'll do that.
But remember, you have the scroll if you fail too, and you also have luck to spend if you fail. You only spend it if you fail. So here's the thing: do you want to raise up your strength?
Yeah.
Okay. How much does it cost to raise?
3.
Okay. So what's your strength now?
4. I don't know. This is number 4.
Okay. So 4. So you got to get another 4 or less on 3 dice.
4 or less?
Yes. And you got a 2 and a 4, so you take the lowest 1, 2, so you passed it. So now you get 2 more experience points, but you have a choice to make.
What?
You have 5 experience, by the way. You could get this back, that spell, if you want to.
Oh.
You're going to have to pass it again to leave. But you can get to the purple room here, where you can get a weapon or combat bonus.
But I'd have to fight another monster.
Well, you can fight monsters. You're pretty strong on second roll.
I'll try.
Okay, so you go to red. Okay. There we go. Draw 1 monster and resolve combat.
Oh boy.
So you draw from the level 2 deck. Here we go.
This is stressful.
A skeleton. So you're going to get 2 experience points. Oops. Let me move it this way. He has 2 health. You need to overcome a 10, which is not a problem for you now. He does 2 damage. His weakness is, I think that's a turn undead. Turn undead scroll and a unholy water, which you don't have. In other words, you could defeat the skeleton right away if you had those items.
You said his weakness. I was going to say chocolate and a brunette or something like that. That'd be his weakness.
Okay, sure.
That's my weakness. I love chocolate.
All right, so you have how much agility?
Which one? The green?
Yeah, that's your primary ability.
5.
5. He's a 10. So you got to get at least a 6 or higher.
I didn't.
Okay, well, honey, can you roll on camera, please? All right, so you can spin a luck to re-roll all of them, or to spin the luck to make that a 6.
I'll do that.
Okay. So now 6 plus 5 is 11.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you have +1 here for this sellsword. I forgot about that. So you don't have to spend the luck.
Okay.
So you actually have... So when we were attacking that troll,
Yeah.
you actually didn't need to... You could have... You did well anyway, but you didn't have to roll as high as I thought. Because I forgot about the sellsword.
Okay.
So he adds 1.
Oh, good.
So it's 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 5 is 11. You defeat him
Yes.
because you do 2 damage.
Yes.
So he's gone.
Woohoo!
So you get 2 experience.
Alrighty.
So now you have 7. How much you need to move up your agility?
8.
8. Okay. So he's gone and you get 1 loot.
A torch.
All right. Well, you had to discard that before, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So now you have another one. You know, we'll move this over. All right. So you did that room.
Then I'll go to the purple room because you said that's good. I don't have to fight that again, right?
No, you sent a persistent
All right.
skeleton.
I'll go
Purple.
purple.
Okay. Here we go.
What does it say?
Pit of Spikes.
Jeez Louise.
I thought it would be a good room. Okay, make an agility check. Well, that's good. Pass both checks if you discard a flying carpet. Oh, make 2 agility checks. Well, the thing is, you have the flying carpet. If you pass, gain 1 XP and take a weapon from the specialty deck or discard, or gain. And if you pass the second time, you get 3 experience points. So here's the deal: if you discard the carpet, you'll get 4 experience and be able to get a weapon of your choice.
All right.
It's worth it.
All right.
So you get rid of the carpet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You get 4 experience. So now you have enough to raise your agility.
Yeah.
And now you can get a weapon of your choice from the deck. So you want to look. So what we're going to do here is you're going to look for the dagger. It has green.
Oh, yeah.
So all. And it can be used by strength person too. Okay.
There's a crossbow.
We're just looking for agility.
Sword.
Agility items.
That's it.
So there's no special abilities on the bottom.
Mm-mm.
I don't think there's any. I don't know if monsters, if it matters if you have a sword or a crossbow. I don't know. So which one do you want to take?
I'll do the crossbow.
Okay.
Well, we already have a bow. What's the
Then take
difference?
sword.
I'll do
I
the
don't know.
sword.
Yeah, do the sword then.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you have 3
Score.
weapons,
Yes.
but you can only do 2 damage. So you need to raise your intellect now.
Well, I'll do that. It only takes 2.
Okay, so you get 1 back.
Why it's a 2? Why do I get 1 back?
I thought that was a 3. It was a 2?
It says 2. XP.
Isn't that a 3?
It's a 2.
Okay. See, again, that's me having trouble reading the font.
That's why I have my glasses on.
Well, it's a distance thing. I'm sure.
Should I also go up to the 3?
You don't need to.
Okay.
Unless you want to do that to pass checks. So now it is 2 on the other side, but we'll make it 3s. Now you do 3 damage every time you hit.
Oh, awesome.
Which is you're going to need for more powerful monsters.
Yeah.
My point is this. If I was closer to that 2, I'd probably be able to see it better.
That's okay. Well, my thing is, now that I'm at a 3 and this guy gives me 5, that means I have 8, right?
No, it's just on ability checks it gives you a 5.
Oh.
Once you get 5 or more,
Yeah.
he doesn't give that to you anymore, but you can still discard him to block damage once. So you can still keep him. Okay, so
I'm going to go.
if you're going to leave, you got to get past that ledge again.
Why? The exit's right there.
Huh?
The exit's right there.
Yeah, you got to go through the trap again.
But it's a different trap, isn't it?
No, it's persistent.
Yeah, it's a different trap.
Sweetie. Because it's persistent, crushing walls. No, narrow ledge. Narrow ledge is right here. Crushing walls is here.
But there's 2 yellows right there. Can I just sneak around and go to that yellow and not even hit that?
That is the crushing walls.
No, look, babe. There's another yellow right there.
You've already done that yellow. This yellow is crushing walls. This yellow is narrow ledge.
All right.
So, do you want to encounter another monster?
No.
Get more stuff? Or you want to move?
I wanna
Okay,
go.
move on. All right, so you got to face the crushing walls again before you leave.
All right.
Let's see what it does again. Strength check, pass if you discard a transmute, because you can't. Okay. So, you're going to roll 3 dice. Your strength is 4. And you did. You just got it equal or less, so you don't take any damage. And so you leave. Now, you could spend a camp and rest
No.
to heal, but you didn't take any damage. So now we're going on to level 2.
See how this hero quest stuff's made me a good little dungeon crawler.
Yeah, you've got more experience at doing dungeon crawls than most people. Not everybody.
And I play this the same way I do hero quests. I'm like, just get my thing, what I need to do, and get the heck out of
Yeah, but
Dodge.
here you do have to develop your character because you want to know how powerful a boss monster is? Here, just look at this one.
Oh my
17.
goodness.
You got to
sakes.
overcome 17.
Holy Toledo.
And it has 16 health.
Oh
And if you
my
roll a 5,
gosh.
6, 8, is that a 7? God,
Yeah.
that font is so bad.
Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8.
See how thin it is on the top? You have to really, really questions you. So that gives you an idea of how powerful things are.
Darn.
Now I'll shuffle this up.
Yeah, he's probably going to put it right on the top so I get slammed.
There's worse ones than that. Because I got a crystal ball
Yeah.
and I was able to look at the top 5 or top 3 cards.
Yeah.
And so therefore, of any deck, so what I did is I looked at the bosses and I put the one that I wanted to encounter.
That was smart.
Okay, so you're going to level 3 now. We get rid of the level 2 deck.
Okay.
And, oh, hang on. Level 3 monsters. So at least you'll get 3 experience points every time you face one of these guys.
Yeah.
And
It looks like the same thing I just did.
I haven't removed it.
Oh.
Yet. Oh, so there you go. A little different art.
Oh, yeah.
And it is a dungeon. It's not the tomb.
How do I get out?
You got to get all the way over here. So again, if you want to get to the room where you get something cool, good, that's the white rectangle and the blue.
Yeah.
That's a specific item requirement when you have the rope and torch. So
Right.
you might, but you're going to have to go through 2 traps no matter which way you go. If you go this way, trap. If you go this way, 2 traps. So either way, you're going to encounter the traps. Remember, this gives you a beneficial thing. This can give you a weapon or a combat bonus from the specialty deck. All right, so where do you want to go?
Well, I have no choice. I have to go to the red first.
Yeah, so here you go. First thing. Now, this would be a bummer if it's a 2 or 3 monster one. Draw 3 monsters and resolve combat. So here's where the first monster you fight is going to get +2.
Talk on it.
Okay. We'll just put this over here for now. All right, so here's the first one, and you get to decide what order you go in.
This makes me feel like I had the same stress I did when we would play Hero Quest and I'd get the wandering monster and I didn't know what it was. It's like, and it'd be the Yeti or the big polar bear thing. Ugh.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
So this one gets teleport, fire breathing, and a regen. So, how much is that? 7 health? Yeah.
This guy's 4 health and this guy's 7 health.
Defense 12, defense 10.
Do I have to fight all 3 of these?
Yes.
Oh,
You may
jeez.
want to kill the troll first because he's easiest. Because he's going to get +2. Meaning he's going to be a 12.
Okay.
If you go after the Hellhound, he'll be a 14. Imp 14. Because they get +1 for every monster in the room.
I see.
So, and although this one has the least health, this one's going to be easier to
All
hit.
right, I'll do the troll.
All right, so you're going to do the troll.
Yeah.
So troll is going to be 12.
Oh, jeez.
You, now how much do you have here? 9? You want to go up on your agility?
Yeah, I better. Wait, am I agility or my strength?
Agility is what you add because it's your primary ability.
I have to do 8.
Okay.
I only have 9. Oh, yeah, I have 9. I could do it.
Yeah. It costs 8 or 9.
It costs 8.
Okay. So you have 1 left over.
Okay.
So now
Yeah.
you're going to get, what is it, a 6?
Move your finger, please, so I can see. Yes, it's a 6.
6 plus the sword is 7. Mm-hmm. So, and he's a 12. So if you get 5s or high, you're going to get 6s or higher.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Oh, wait, can the torch be used on him?
It says to kill mummy.
Let's take a look here.
Looks like a beer.
Yeah, I guess you bribe him with,
Alcohol.
oh, yeah, let me go to the other. Pint of ale. I guess you can bribe him with a pint of ale.
There you go.
It's interesting because in Dungeons and Dragons, fire can burn. That's how you destroy trolls. They won't regenerate if you burn their bodies.
Oh. I got it. 2 9s.
You definitely hit him.
Yes.
9 plus,
6.
it's actually 7 because of the cell sword. Okay.
That's what, 15.
7, that's 16. You're fine.
16.
And you had to overcome a 12. So
Yes.
you did 2 damage.
All right.
You got to do 7 damage.
Wait, I do 3 damage? I have 3 little
Oh,
fists.
you're right. Good job. 3 damage because you have 3 weapons.
And I
you're-
have 3 fists.
Right, which matches your lowest ability.
Yeah.
If this was a 2, you'd
Yeah.
only have done 2 damage
Okay.
because it's equal to your lowest ability. All right, attack again.
I have a 10
Yeah,
and 2
you got him.
8s.
So 1 more hit, and he's gone.
I got a 9 and a 7.
Yeah, you got him. He's dead.
Yes.
Now, if you would have, if you took a 6 as a die result, he'd regenerate.
Oh.
So you would look up in the book here. What does regeneration do? Those are clarifications. Gain die 6 plus 1 health. So that means that the troll
Yeah.
would get health back
Oh, shoot.
if you had to take a 6 to hit it.
Oh, I see.
But you don't. You were able to choose the result you wanted.
Yes.
So he's gone. Now
Bye-bye, troll.
you do get the experience points right away.
All right, I got 3. Hot dog.
So now you're at 4
Yes.
experience. And you do get the loot before the next combat.
Oh, all right.
A helmet. Discard to reduce damage taken by 2 health.
Okay.
So if you're...
Hey, look, his outfit kind of matches.
Yes. All right, so that's gone. Now, whoever you go after next only has +1. It
Okay.
doesn't matter who it is because they're both going to be 13. However, this one only has 4 health and you can kill him pretty quick.
I'll do this guy.
Okay. So now you need to get higher results. You need to beat a 13 and you get +7.
I got a 10 and a 7.
Well, a 10 hits is automatic hit.
I gave him 3 hits.
Okay. It's not 2 hits, not like John Bender.
That's right.
Okay, go again. You only have to hit 1 more time.
I had 8.
right.
Is that enough?
Yep, it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, you're really powerful right now.
Darn straight I am.
So you are going to get,
3 more health, 3 more swords, whatever this is.
yes,
Prizes.
experience.
Experience.
Let me make sure you can expend your experience anytime. How much your heroes can acquire experience You may spend XP at any time.
Oh.
So if you're wondering where that is, it's on page 4, right there. So remember, you could also spend 5 experience points to get a luck. You have 2 luck left.
Yeah.
You get a loot.
Even it doesn't say on there to get a loot.
It's in the rule book.
Oh, okay. Ring of fire protection.
So this is another item. If you go to an exchange room, let's say you don't want it,
Yeah.
you can trade it for something else. Okay, reduce damage taken by 2 health versus Lake of Fire. Trap chest, so it helps you reduce damage on some traps.
Okay.
You may want to trade that for something better.
Sure. Now I have to fight this.
Oh, by the way, you have... what's your agility? 7 now?
6.
Oh, 6.
Mm-hmm.
You almost... Well, you have this now. The double shot. So you can keep this for a boss monster.
Good.
So you'd be able to do damage 3 twice.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then that one, once you get 7, remember you can use this to discard to prevent a monster's ability.
Okay.
But you don't have that yet. I just wanted to remind you that those skills are coming up.
Okay.
Okay. Now the imp is just normal. You just have to overcome 12.
Oh, okay. Got a 10.
All right. That's 3 damage.
Yep.
Okay, you got to do 4 more. It's got 7 health.
Uh-oh. Oh, I got a 9.
You're okay. You do 3 more damage. Just got to hit it 1 more time
Okay.
because it has 7 health.
Got 3 9s.
3
9s. Woohoo!
Well, you know, if a baby's born with 3 9s, you got to worry. Get it? See what I just did?
Oh, you made him 6s? Oh my gosh. In my brain, I'm thinking, what's the problem with being born on the 9th of a month? I don't
No,
get
a
it.
baby's born with 3 9s.
It went,
That's okay. I've done that joke before. You forgot it. All right, so you get 3 experience.
oh, cool.
You got a lot of experience to spend.
Maybe I should make my Chicago Bulls go up.
Well, here's the thing. You can make whatever you want go up, but what do you add into combat right now? First, let's get your loot.
Okay.
Here, draw it.
Hunk of cheese. Oh, yum.
Okay, so the hunk of cheese you can use to... Some monsters have that weakness.
Oh, that's
But you
one
can
of my
discard to
weaknesses.
get 2 health.
Yummy. I'd rather eat it.
Discard to charm rats or evil cats. That's pretty funny. So we'll just put that right here.
But shouldn't I move the purple up? Because that's the lowest one.
If you get a 4th item, yes. But if you're going to be encountering more monsters, you want to have your agility as high as you can go.
So that's 12. Do I have 12? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I only have 10.
You might want to wait.
Yeah, I'll wait.
I mean, you can raise them anytime you want. Let's say
Okay.
you're about ready to do an ability check.
Yeah,
You can raise them, but remember, you have this scroll here. You can pass any ability check.
right.
Okay, so you defeated that room.
And then this blue one's a good room to go to, right? Or
It
should I go
is.
to the white?
White is trading and exchange. You can trade some items that you might not want, but you can go to the blue one first.
Okay.
Specific item required. Well, you know what though? Yeah, it's up to you because you might be able to get some items you can use in the blue room, but you don't know what you're going to draw for the blue room.
Right.
So which one do you want to go to?
I'm going to go to the
White room?
White room.
Okay, trading and exchange. Okay.
What does it say?
Oh, deal with the devil.
Oh, shoot.
I got this once.
That's not good.
No, it's actually not bad.
Oh, okay.
Draw a loot card and either keep it or discard it. If you choose to keep the loot card, you must pay die 6 minus 1 XP or health. So if it's something worth having, so here we go, we're going to draw, you'll just pay for it. Oops. So if you really want that potion of healing, which can help you when you're fighting the boss monster, you're going to roll a die 6 minus 1 health. So if you roll low, it won't cost you anything.
All right.
So you want to do it?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead and roll a die. If you roll high, though, you're losing a lot of experience.
Oh, fudge.
You lost 5 experience to get that. So you rolled really high. You gambled. But hey, at least you got something you can use.
Hey, we live in Las Vegas. You know, it's part of the thing of being here.
Okay, so we'll just put it here. You're running out of space here.
Well, the board isn't very big.
It is not. So you did that room there.
Yeah.
That was expensive.
It was very expensive. I'll go to the yellow. I
No,
have
blue
to go.
room. You can go back. Go to the
Okay,
blue
I'll
room.
go to the blue room.
Okay, there we go. Locked. Safe. I think you need a key for this, which you don't have. Okay, you enter a room with several locked safes. Any hero may discard a lockpick or skeleton key to draw 2 loot cards. You don't have it, so you don't get anything.
Fine.
That's the way it goes. Okay, can you be careful
Sorry.
there?
My hands are shaking.
All right, so which way you want to go? Either way, if you go this way, you can at least go to the purple room.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go this way.
Because you're going to encounter 2 traps anyway, no matter which way you go.
Yeah.
Okay, like a fire. Oh, you have that ring. And
I have the fire ring.
and it's persistent, meaning that every time, if you pass through, you're going to have to do it again.
I'm safe.
A ferryman offers to take you across for a fare. Fail unless one hero discards a loot card. If you discard a flying carpet, gain 3 XP and discard this room. You already discarded your flying carpet.
Yeah.
Fail, heroes take die 6 minus 1 damage.
But I reduced damage taken by 2 health versus Lake of Fire.
Yeah, but what's the ability check?
I don't know.
Oh, you have to discard a loot to go across.
But I have my Lake of Fire.
Okay, here's the problem.
Yep.
You're going to be rolling a die 6 again.
Oh.
Minus 1.
No, mine.
Will you listen, please?
Yeah.
So if you roll a 6 again,
Yeah.
that's 5 damage. Minus 2, you're going to take 3 damage. So you could discard the cheese. Or no, but you may want to...
I might need the cheese.
We're going to have to discard something.
I'll discard the luck.
Really? That passes an ability check automatically.
I have passed it through the torch.
That's okay.
I don't know, David.
Or you get rid of the...
I'll get rid of the camping gear.
Yeah, because you haven't needed to heal.
All right.
Now here's the thing, though. It's persistent. So...
I'm not going back that way.
Yeah, you can go this way.
Yeah.
But you do get 3 experience points. Oh, wait. If you discard a flying carpet, gain 3 experience points and discard this room. So you're not getting any experience points. That's a pretty crappy room.
Well, we're going down this way.
All right, so another room. The gremlins. I remember gremlins in Hero Quest. Probably going to steal stuff from you.
Yeah. You didn't do your gremlin voice.
No, that's a goblin voice. Okay,
That's a goblin.
gremlins try to steal your equipment. Make an agility check. Discard a loot card, or you gain 2 experience. Well, you're going to pass because your agility is, what, 6?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
How much do I have to get?
6 or less.
I got
You
6.
You got a 5, honey. That's
Oh.
even better. So it didn't affect you.
What did you get?
But you do get 2 experience. Okay, let's cover that up. Now you got a red room to go to. The good thing is it's unlikely that you're going to get a draw 3 monsters again. I think there's only a couple of those in the deck. Draw 2 monsters. And resolve the room. So here we go.
Those
what
are
am I doing?
monsters? I thought it was those things.
Yeah, I know. I'm messing up. Okay.
Ugh.
Shambling Mound and a Harpy. Okay, I haven't seen any of these before. Here's a Shambling Mound. Let me move it over a little more.
It's 7 to take. It's like a
7 health, 9 attack. It will have a 10 because of the Harpy.
It's a nasty tree.
It does ensnare, which means it's something you have to break out of if it ensnares you. It can charm you, and it will have a 12.
I'll do the tree first.
Now, it does have 2 weaknesses, the Harpy. It has a Silent Scroll, which you don't have. And what is that little... I'm trying to forget what that the other symbol is. I don't see it here. So I don't know what that symbol is.
Yeah, I don't see it on there either.
So it's either missing or it's referenced on another card. Maybe it's an ability that someone has, like the Bard or something like that. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, so we don't have to worry about what those abilities do unless you roll it. So the thing is, the better one to attack
Is a tree.
the chamois mon because it's only going to be a 10.
Right.
This would be a 12. So look, it's a 10.
Yeah.
You are at 6 plus 1 for the cell sword is 7.
7.
So you just got to get 4s or higher. What you did, you do 3 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, hit it again. Oops, that's a 3. 10, you hit automatically. It's dead.
Yes.
So you can see, it's really easy when you're rolling 3 10-sided dice. So you get 3 experience.
Well, I'm sorry I'm doing the easy one.
No, it's okay. I did it too. But it just goes to show that easy is easy, beginner. And you do get 1 loot. Go ahead.
I got speed.
Okay, let's see what it does.
Okay.
Okay, discard to gain +2 hero attack value for 1 combat round. So this would be good against a boss.
Okay.
Or discard to inflict additional weapon damage on a successful combat roll. So that means you get the damage twice.
Ooh.
That means you do 6 damage. So yeah, you want to keep this for
Yeah.
a boss. Like a boss. I guess I'll just stack them up.
Now I have to get this
A harpy.
harpy.
You just need to get with
8.
7, you need to get 5s or higher.
I did. I have 5 and an 8.
You do 3 damage. It only has 5. So 1 more hit, you got it.
I got a 6, an 8, and a 4.
Okay, you're fine. The 8 defeats it. All right, you get 3 experience points again.
Yes.
So what do you have there?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so now you have 13. What do you need to go up on agility?
Agility. I need 12.
Well, you have it if you want to do it.
Sure.
Okay, so you have 1 left over. And you do get a loot.
A rope.
Okay, so this is something you can trade. You don't need 2 ropes.
Okay.
Okay. And we marked that room.
Yeah.
You actually went there. And now you can exit if you want.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you're going to exit.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to go on to room 4.
Okay.